Hello. Today I'm a mess because I only have a couple of minutes to stream before I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work at 3:30 or so, so I'm gonna drop out of here at 3, which means that I have, 2 or 3 hours to stream. But if I start now, then I don't have to run up to that limit and worry about where I'm at and making sure I'm trying to save, yada yada. So, anyway, we're playing My Summer Car. By the way, people who only watch My Summer Car, I got a job. They actually called me back while I was in the middle of a stream. And they're like, hey, we want to give you the job. And I thought it was one of those scam calls, but it actually was a real legitimate call for once. Rather than someone trying to talk to me about my car insurance or whatever. So. It's only 2 days in. It's part-time. I want to keep it part-time. They want to move me up the corporate ladder, but I just don't give a shit. I mean, like, really, all I want to do is stream and do art and make videos. But unfortunately, that doesn't make enough money. So, rather than start a Patreon or do really sketchy brand deals, I'm just going to work a 9 to 5. And then it'll be good. Why is my car in the ditch? I should listen to Past Me. Also, Captain Hungry Spy, thank you for 7 months of support. Honestly, working 2 days worth of retail after not working retail for a couple of years made me really actually appreciate what that actually means. Like, holy fuck. Fuck working retail, dude. I have good stories to tell at least, so that's good. Am I in Denmark? No, it's Norway. We live in this game's set place in Norway. There we go. Okay. Oh god. I'm gonna try and get this car out of the ditch. I don't know why it went over to the ditch. I usually leave the parking brake on, I feel like. So how am I doing today? A little bit stressed out. It is set in Finland, yes. The game is still set to Darkwood. It shouldn't be. I made sure to set it. Let me double check real quick. Maybe I should have, like, not rushed home after dropping Tilda at work. It is set to Darkwood. I'm sorry. And actually, like, I don't know, chilled for a sec. Rather than going to work on editing. But I want to make sure you guys have a video while her sister is in town. And I'm not sure if, I'm gonna have time. It's gonna be pretty close. So I know what I gotta do. I gotta grind for cash in order to get enough. Oh, and we got something along the walkway down that I need to bring down to the boat. I don't remember what it is or why I did this. Ah, here they are. I'm bringing these up to the truck. It's been a few days. It feels like it's been like a week since I played this game. So you're going to have to excuse me, people who watch on After Hours. Someone asked my opinion of that guy. I have like no opinion one way or another of that man. He just sort of exists. I don't know what the text next to him says, so it could say anything. It could say, there is no text next to him. I thought there was. Maybe there is, and it's just on the other part of the door. I don't know. I'm hoping that we can actually finish this game up soon. Despite how much I like this game, it needs to end. It needs to stop. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, there is text. I have no idea what that says. There's a phone number there. I don't know if that's a real phone number. I don't know if that's like the, Finnish equivalent of 555. But, or what? Maybe I should leave the car here. I mean, like, literally anytime I Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the van here. There's no point in bringing it all the way to, Definitely made sure I turned on the parking brake. If the game fucks me now, I'm almost tempted to park it away. Yeah. Alright, let me turn it so that way it doesn't face the, water. I know it's like a little thing, but knowing this game, and that it might just decide that the parking brake's not on and that the car is now in the water, there's probably no way of getting it out. And I'm already, like, down one vehicle. So, I can't really handle that. Coworkers seem nice at the new job. It's a fairly low-stress job, but, like, my first day I didn't know what was going on. Second day, I still don't know what's going on, and they've got a sale. So, this is a VR-compatible game, right? As far as I know, no. Now, why did I do this? Hold on. I just brought all the stuff to the van. Is there anything else I need while I'm here? I don't remember. I think I just need to make money, which means that I need to chop wood. I think that's what's going on. I don't know many of my coworkers yet because I haven't worked enough yet to do so. But the guys that I've met have been fine. Like, no one's standoffish, no one hates me. They're just like, okay, you work here now, I guess. And I'm like, yep. And so they added me to their group conversation on Skype, which is pretty much the worst part of working there aside from the customers. But, you know, that's, again, retail. I actually have to deal with the customers. So my phone may buzz quite a bit because it's set up on my phone to get messages, which is wonderful, and I love it. Exactly. Gonna try and get that arcade situation going so that way I can make sure that I'm just doing that instead. Because as much as I like the fact that I've got this situation going on where I don't have to worry about adpocalypses anymore, it's still a retail position, just above minimum wage. Imagine if one of your coworkers watch your vids. My boss knows that I have a YouTube channel because it's on my resume, but I don't think he read my resume, and I don't think they did a background check on me. Because he has not mentioned it or brought it up at all. Which means that I could literally be an, like, ex-murderer who got parole or something. I don't think that's a thing in Texas. I think we just do the lethal injection thing here. But I could be, like, a murderer or, like, I don't know, serial masturbator. Like, public masturbator. And he would have no idea. I mean, I guess you're not really an ex-murderer. You kind of are a murderer for life, aren't you? That's kind of a thing. Anyway, so he knows, but the other coworkers at work don't know. They're not, like, into stuff enough to actually know what the fuck is going on with, like, YouTube, I guess. So, there's really no chance of me being discovered by my coworkers unless if I let it slip. Which I'm going to intentionally not, because if they ever find out, then I basically would have to quit, because they'll probably tell someone. And if they tell someone, then it means that it's really unsafe for me to work there because stalkers. Which is unfortunate, but you know. There you go! Grackles? Grackles are a thing, that is true. All over the goddamn place. Why are we talking about grackles, though? For those of you that don't know, grackles are like pigeon-sized crows that are like complete assholes that hang out in parking lots at night. They're dumb. They're really bad at building nests, so more times than not, if you see a young one, it's going to be dead. Because they'll just fall out of the nest because the parents don't do a good job putting it together. No. I mean, I guess I could be working with murderers if they didn't bother to check. The guy who had my position before me just, like, quit. Not even, like, a 2-week vacation or a 2-week notice or anything. He just, like, quit, just walked out of the store. So they were, like, really hurting for an extra employee. So they kind of just decided that they were gonna hire me, probably because that guy quit so suddenly. So it works out for me, and it works out for y'all. It does mean less streams, but if I'm only getting 20 hours, because I'm working part-time, it's 20 to 30 hours a week. If I'm only working 20 hours, then, you know, that means, like, maybe 2 less streams a week rather than the normal 5 or 6. You'll get, like, I don't know, 3 or 4. Also, welcome to stream, Mother of Kingies. We're doing kind of a chill stream today. There's going to be a lot of chopping logs, and I really wish that it wasn't like a freaking mile across the lake, but this is really pretty much the fastest way. So, there were recommendations for me to do a Patreon, but again, not going to do a Patreon unless if I can actually have some sort of, I don't know, some sort of, like, benefit to you guys. Figure that's how it works. And I guess if the benefit is more streams, that's good, but you guys can already sub to me on Twitch. And it shouldn't affect video content outside of that, so, I don't know. Nudes? Yeah, that's true. I could just send pictures of my dick to you guys. That's something that you guys could get. Okay. Just, you know, for $5 a month, you can sub to my Patreon, and I'll show you a picture of my dick. It's gonna get really boring after a while, because it's like 1 dick pic per month. I have to, like, start dressing it up. Tilda has gotten really into I Spy recently. And, those I Spy books, like, the way the photographs are taken, they're really cool, actually. Maybe I could do something like that, like set up little scenes. And have like a little rhyme you have to solve in order to find my dick. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, let's fix all my bars. Let's feel a little bit better. I don't think we really need anything, but I'm gonna bring this. Where's Willie? Yeah, basically. Does this still have... Do you have fuel still? Okay. I don't think you can pour liquid this way. But there you go. An art Patreon would be a thing I would do, but not one for this. Just doesn't make any sense. And in order for it to actually be making enough to make it, like, where I could quit my job, yeah, I would have to be, like, one of the best. I mean, you know, not that part-time minimum wage work is really that much, but I would have to be one of the, more influential Patreon, video game people. Like Jim Sterling level. And, I'm not gonna kid myself into thinking that I'm actually at that level right now, so. I'd rather just not stress about it and have just like a fuck. Come on. I can't get it. Solo Rates? It's a very bizarre name. Boop. Drop that off so that way anytime I go towards the boat, I can drop that into the thing. It's a play on solo artists, gotcha. There's someone on Tumblr that was asking how to do art, and they were just tracing stuff and wondering why they couldn't, like, improve as an artist. And I think they were tracing this moped, which is why I remembered that. Yeah. Tracing doesn't make you get better at art. Surprise, surprise. It, in fact, will continue to make you not good at art. You have to actually have to trace the outlines with your mind, not with a, tracing paper. Or whatever you're using to trace. Like, you have to trace it with your head. Your mind hand. And they're like, I've just got some sort of mental block and I can't do it. And I'm like, no, the issue is that you're tracing and you're never going to get good unless if you actually stop. And they're like, I don't know, Rev. And I'm like, no, I do. And trust me on this. That's what you need to do to improve. You gotta, like, stop drawing, like, symbols and start drawing, actual things. But, Want to know one thing that upsets me as a digital artist? Sure. Also, my throat is trash because we were yelling all day yesterday because there's a sale and a bunch of angry customers, so if I sound a little bit weird. What if your mental hands are fine, but your real hands are unable to draw correct lines? Welcome to art. Okay, so I need to just back this guy up. Because there's all these customers that are just like, is this part of the 2-for-1 sale? And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. Honestly, most of it is not too bad. The only guy that I really had, like, a thing with was there was this guy who, for whatever reason, he was, like, one of our last customers, and he wouldn't leave. And we were trying to close on the first day I was working there. And he just spent the entire fucking time talking about how his friend had this theory that the Illuminati killed Chester from, Lincoln Park, rather than it being a thing where, he committed suicide, which is sad. And, he just sort of told me about that for, like, an hour. And it's just like, please buy your things and leave. And he's like, well, which one do you think is better? The store is like sort of a combination bookstore, toy store, and game store. And so he's trying to decide between The Witcher 3 and Mafia 3. He's like, which one is better? And I'm like, I haven't played either. And he's like, but which one's better? And I'm like, if I were to pick, I would pick The Witcher. And he's like, but Mafia looks really good. And I'm like, you should get Mafia then. And he's like, I don't know. Let me tell you about the Illuminati. And I'm like, no, just buy the thing. Just buy one. The Witcher is cheaper. Buy it. And it's like, no, I don't think he was screwing with me because the rest of what he was doing made no sense. Like, it was not like a cohesive trolling tactic. It just seemed like he was like that. There's a girl who came in the first day I was working with a couple skid marks on her arm, and she was just cross-faded as fuck. And she was just like, I like horror movies? What games should I play? Because I've never played a video game before. And I'm like, maybe, like Alien Isolation is good, She's like, what's Alien? And I'm like, how do you like horror movies and not know what Alien is? Like, what the fuck? Skid marks is in, or, like, it's track marks? It's track marks, isn't it? Skid marks is a different thing. Where you have a whole bunch of, like, needle injection marks on your arm. I don't know. So it was really hard to recommend a game to her. I was like, what about, you know, Telltale's The Walking Dead, you know? I did get a job, yes, Samapius. And she was like, yeah, I haven't watched it, but I know what it is. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you alright? Like... Well, thank you, Ware Whiskey. What was the other one that was weird? Okay. Let's try and put some of this in the car. There was something else weird. It was along those lines. This family came in, right? It was this Hispanic family. They all were like in a group, and the only reason I point that out is because like their youngest daughter was the only one that actually spoke English well enough to like communicate. So they were doing like a daisy chain of like them asking her things and her trying to clarify what that meant, so that way she could actually translate it back to me in order to get me to understand it. Anyway, they spent like an hour in the store just like looking over stuff, and then they come up to the front counter and they found one of those, you know, digital, like little tiny handheld games from like the 1980s. We apparently still have those for some reason. Like, they're not like proto Game Boy sort of situations, right? Apparently they still make those. And they're wondering if they found the soccer one, which they referred to as football, which is fine. Like Tiger games, yeah, sort of like that. They brought one of those up. It was the soccer one, and they were asking whether or not we had the baseball one. And I said, well, no, it doesn't look like we do. And then they asked, well, can we pre-order it? And I'm like, where the fuck do you think you are? Like, I'm not. You can't. Just go somewhere else. You can't pre-order a Tiger game. We don't know when they're coming out. They just sort of hand them to us, and then they stay on the shelf for, like, years. I don't know why you're here. What are you doing? And just, like, the people who did come up and try and, like, pre-order stuff, it was like... Yeah, can I pre-order chess? It was basically like that, and it was just like, it brought up the whole translation daisy chain again, because I was just like, are you sure that's what they said? Because that doesn't make sense. Like, why would they ask that? But then again, it is retail, and I did have some guy explain to me that his friend believed that the Illuminati killed Chester from Lincoln Park. He didn't believe it. They have better things to be doing. I agreed with him that I didn't think that the Illuminati killed Chester from Lincoln Park, but, you know. My reasoning is because I don't think the Illuminati is real anymore. Like, they were a thing in, like, 15-something or other, and then dropped out of favor because they got, like, illegalized, I think. I forgot the deal, but anyway. Why would they... that doesn't make sense. Like, even if the Illuminati was a thing, why the fuck? And his reasoning was that, you know, what would he have to do with the Illuminati? And I'm like, you know what? For the sake of not having this conversation with you anymore, I'm gonna say that's a good point. Because I don't care. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit about this. I just want you to leave. We close at 10. Get the fuck out of my store. The Illuminati is real. It sucks your dick outside of an Arby's. Okay. Oh, also I should mention, we have a new sub emote slot. Just one. Though if we get a bunch of good ones, then we can maybe get rid of an older one that is not used as much and replace it. So if you have an idea, I'm gonna steal the idea that Mike uses to get his emotes and just go with people from chat submitting them. So I'm going to give you guys a few days to like set up and figure out what you want to do. Just post it on the board or tag me on Twitter, and I'll save those, and then we'll do like a vote, and whichever one wins is the one that gets added. Try and keep it Rev meme related, so that way people who are watching this will want to use it. Because there's no real point in adding a emote if no one wants to use it. Try and fill a gap that you feel like is not being served right now. Can I pre-order the next Rev stream? I mean, I guess I kind of know my schedule for the next couple of streams. So that's good. I think I've got Tuesday off. So I'll probably stream Tuesday. I was working on editing a video because Tilda's sister is coming into town. I think it's next week. Is next week the 13th? Yeah, next week. She's coming in next week. So we'll probably do Flash games maybe Tuesday. So that'll be like next stream I do. So people in After Hours, you can be all hyped up about that. It probably won't come out on Wednesday, which is when it would. But just because... you know, takes time. Nice. Blue. How do I pronounce your name? E.G. Blue? You've been subbed to me for a bit, and I don't know how to pronounce your name. Okay, am I actually adding anything to the pile? I'm gonna drink some beer because that seems to help. Yeah, Friday the 13th is in October. It is, which is pretty spoopy. I've been listening to Mr. Creepypasta before bed, which is a bad idea. He's a good guy, but he reads creepypasta, and he does it like a radio program, like The Price of Fear or those old radio programs, but obviously a little bit better because technology's better. Now, he's probably one of the people who got hurt the most from the adpocalypse because, you know, if you say something like, and then the knife was dripping with blood and he got murdered, da-da-da, ooh, spoopy, you know, he does better than that. But, you know, if you say something like that, then the closed captioning goes, oh no, someone got murdered for realsies, and it's not just an urban legend told on the internet, well, demonetized because we can't support murder. It's like, but it's not. It's not a real murder. It's, in fact, probably most likely not. So he's doing Patreon, but he also doesn't stream, so, you know, not really. Sometimes he does. YouTube got us together, like the people at Screenwave, to, like, talk about something gaming related. So I showed up to the party, right? And they had, like, a Google Hangouts thing, which didn't work, by the way, which I thought was hilarious. And they were trying to sell us on the idea of the new stuff they're doing for YouTube gaming. Basically, they're just copying Twitch. This is all public information as far as the stuff that they talked about, but it was kind of funny that they, like, even had this meeting, because it's just like, dude, that has been public knowledge for, like, weeks now. What? And I asked them about, you know, well, you know, I'm kind of hesitant to do that because I've already got this thing going on with Twitch. What? And, you know, with the adpocalypse going and stuff, like, what's the advantage to me to stream on YouTube? You know, is the bot still gonna fuck with me? And then everyone in chat started asking that question. And this was during the QA, and she's like, And I'm like, you know, that was kind of a dick move of me, because she had to pretend like she couldn't read for a bit, because I don't think she actually knows why the bot's fucked. But, she was like, just looking for one more good question, and the chat is just flowing. Like, it is Vinny-type chat, flowing with that question. There's only, like, 30-something people there, you know? And it's just like, well, and then someone's like, they ask some, like, really inane question. They're like, okay, well, I'm gonna answer this one, and then, okay, bye, guys. It was kind of funny. It was who was looking for questions? It was a YouTube representative explaining YouTube gaming to Screenwave, the company I'm set up with. So, as far as I'm aware, YouTube's aware of the issue with the bot, but doesn't know how to fix it. That would be my guess. Because if they're aware of the issue and it's been going on for this long, then they must not know how to. Humans work at YouTube? Theoretically, yes. Yeah, don't admit faults is the grand rule of, surprised that didn't do more damage. That looks like that's full. I am very tired, hungry, and I have to piss like a champion. So I'm gonna... They don't even really admit that there's an issue. So it's kind of a dick move of me to even ask that, because it's just like, she doesn't know, and even if she does, she can't say anything about it. You should log in with, Twitch, Snappius. I don't really understand how the connection thing with, oh. It works, so I don't know. If you're still having an issue, then I don't know what that means. See, that's not me doing the YouTube thing and ignoring your question and treating it as if there is no issue at all. I should have ignored your issue and then answered a different question. That would have been the YouTube thing to do. I'm gonna open up the bucket real quick. See if we got some Kill You brewing. We do. There's still some Kill You in there. We're gonna go and pee in it to give it that extra good flavor. I mean, I'll drink it. I'm a little bit thirsty right now. Go ahead and just guzzle some of that shit down. Let the little bit that drips down my chin into the bucket. There we go. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Okay. Good. Alright. So, now we gotta... Nope. Hello? No. I don't have enough money. That's the problem. I gotta get wood. Shit, I can't even get gas. That's gonna be an issue. Did I see Valve's News Network's video on the YouTube bot? I didn't. Did you know what's happening in... Isn't it do you know? And do you know what's happening in Catalonia? I don't really understand the full issue, but it sounds like some shenanigans with the government. But I don't know enough about the situation. It sounds bad, but again, I'm just a YouTuber. I have like 6K monies. That's still not enough. I need many more monies. Oh, expensive as shit. Well, I bought everything at once, and now I just don't have enough. So I guess I could steal it. Let's just try and steal it. This might be the call from the drunk. That would be good. Yes! Yes, I will! Okay. I don't need 100,000 monies. I need, like, I think 16,000. Alright, so we just gotta walk down to the bank. Get in the boat. Drive the boat to town. Drive the drunk home. He will pay us. And then we just... Yeah. Alright, where... There's my boat. I just walk towards the light because it's the only thing I can indicate that I'm walking towards the water line. And then I figured I'd see the edge of the boat here. But anyway, I've been watching Mr. Creepypasta stuff, and it's really good. And it's good inspiration for art, but also nightmare-inducing. Even though I actually haven't gotten any nightmares from it yet. Not any good ones. Like I've said on Darkwood. Like, boring, not good nightmares. Slick Slacker. Oh, cool. That's an easier name to pronounce. Why did you change it from that? But, I liked Darkwood. I don't know, I guess I need to have more list kind of videos, because if you put a list in the name, it just makes the video get like an extra 10,000 views, apparently. Because, last week's video did really good. So I'm guessing that's what you guys want, is just listicles. Like, cracked, or whatever. I finished Darkwood? Nah. No, we're trading off for a day, because I want to make sure people have time to watch it. I like to try and cycle through a couple of games, just to make sure that people have a chance to watch it on After Hours. Beforehand. I'm definitely going to forget that, Solo, so I'm just going to call you Solo. A listicle. It's like, not an actual list of information, but just sort of like top 10 reasons you should punch yourself in the dick. And it's like, number 1, fuck you. Those channels. I unintentionally made a video like that, and I mean, I have my shitpost ones, but those don't really count. Where the fuck is the shoreline? Where am I going? Where am I? Thank God the sun is still... Okay, wait. No, there's my island. There's my island, which means that I need to be to the right of it. List articles, yep. Okay, so that should mean that I want the front of my boat pointed, like, right about there. If I remember correctly. So I'm coming around the side of the... Yeah. I mean, honestly, you can ask me any question you want. So, anyway. This is quite possibly the most boring thing. Top 10 hottest gamer chicks. I remember, I forget who did it, but they did like top 10 hottest video game girls. Or video game characters or something like that. And then like, it was like characters that are literally on fire. And then, like, it was based on their temperature. Might have been Pokemon. I don't remember. Of course I clicked on it, because, you know, I want to see some hot Pokemon. Must have. Else, why else would you click on that video? I guess it was just to see why the fuck it was a thing. It's like a, April Fool's Day sort of thing. Hottest anime characters. Number 1, your waifu. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that's right. It's true. I think, Smegma, right? That's the name of that one? Smegma is the hottest Pokemon, technically speaking, because it's, like, hotter than the fucking sun, and just being in the general area of it will incinerate your flesh. So when does the shooting start in this game? It's not a shooting game. It's a drive a boat into the side of a bank sort of kind of game. Where the fuck is my car? Do you guys see my van? Is that it? I think I see it. You can see the roof of it because it's kind of shiny. Yeah, there we are. Alright, well here's the thing. Okay, I found it. I got it. Slugma? Whatever. Close enough. Let's go pick up a drunk. I should have brought the gas with me. I realized that. I could have stolen some gas. That would be the trick. I gotta steal gas. I guess that's the trick. The only strategy forward is to steal gas. Where is the... Fuck. 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 Where is it? I've been listening to the new Metallica album. It's like not new. It's like... It's been out for a bit. But it's not good. It's not bad, but it's... I think I saw an Onion article where they're like, Metallica goes to second board meeting to determine which is the heaviest riff. And that's definitely what it sounds like. It's like... It's very by the numbers, by the book. Hardwired to self-destruct. Yeah, I've been listening to Man Unkind because, you know, Mayhem is in the video. Some Mayhem cosplayers. For whatever fucking reason, they're there. I don't know why. It really is jarring, but... Hey. Thank you for coming. No problem. Alright. So now we gotta drive this asshole home. And he's gonna tell me about his car. My wife constantly reminds me of my drinking. But my drinking is my job for a drunk man. Tell me more about yourself and your wife and your money. Hopefully we don't get hit by a car. So the idea is that this guy will eventually tell me where he's kept his secret lotto winnings. And in doing so, then we get his secret lotto winnings, and we can use it to pay off the debt. That's why I'm really, really excited about this. I'm not going to kill him because he's an alcoholic. That seems like the worst way of dealing with his issue. I'm not going to kill him. Chat, you're getting too excited about killing him and not realizing that we can have more money. Tell me, what is your favorite black metal band? If we're allowing first wave black metal to count, then Merciful Fate. If not, then I don't like black metal. But who considers second wave black metal to be the only black metal? Are you okay? I think you passed out there for a second. I hope he's like more stable than I am. How many waves of black metal are there? I only know of the two. You got like Venom and Merciful Fate and Bathory. And then you got, like, second wave, which is, like, Mayhem and Immortal. And, yeah. Which is why it's so jarring to hear, like, listen to any Mayhem and then tell me that, Man Unkind's video's not just absolutely jarring. Like, it's what they did on stage. Yeah. But, like, the song isn't right. It's like... I don't know, the main problem I have with it is, like, there's a breakdown in it, and you're like, oh man, this is where it's gonna get really heavy, and then it's, like, exactly the same riff as the rest of the song. It's kind of a letdown, because the song feels like it's building to that, And instead he's just like, yeah! For like 8 measures. And it's like, I mean, props to your lung capacity there, but like, you didn't really hit a note. So it's not that cool that you did that, to be honest. Well, I'm talking about the Metallica song, Man Unkind, having a breakdown. It's very much not a thing. I don't know, it feels very formulaic. I've been listening to Kick the Chair on The System Has Failed a lot recently. And that's a good song. I like that song. I think I was supposed to turn one exit down, like keep going a bit, but this will work as long as the green car doesn't kill us. You gonna talk more? I need you to tell me about your lotto money. Aren't all music genres formulaic? But I mean, like, listen to Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Listen to that album, just like any song from it. And it's just like, as by the books Metallica as you can get. It's like so soulless. It's hard to read chat. Rev, I need you to know that there's songs. Needs you to know. Do you like songs that are a category of kind of bad and silly, but you enjoy them anyways, or incredibly cheap? I mean, yeah. Like, fucking Toxic by Britney Spears is a really catchy song. It's garbage, but I like it anyway. Alright, and while we're here, we're gonna unload the back of the car and just drop off all the booze. Feels like there's more houses here than there were. Get out. Get out. Get out. Come on. Get out. Kind of clips to the top of the car. Might be because I, like, have a dent in the top of it, but, I don't actually know how to drop him off. Like, do I just... I'm not gonna axe murder him. Like, this is his house. He's not dead, he's still moving. Dead people don't move around much. I'm sure this is his house, yes. Here's your house. Get the fuck out of my car. Do you want me to drop you here? Where do I drop you off? Alright, let's just turn him around and maybe we have to just point him so that way... I mean... Maybe I gotta point him so that way he's facing the... I'm gonna go on this side of the table. Here. Get out. Get out. Get out. That was me. Get out. Can you stop shipping me with the drunk guy? I don't even know why you would do that. Get out. Get out. Get out. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look it up. Drunk guy, my summer car. How do I get him to leave? See, if a player gets out of the vehicle and walks into the drunk, the man can be knocked to the ground, falling asleep and snoring. His thighs and arms and shoulder can be slightly picked up and moved, but enough to be able to lift him into any vehicle. The fifth time you drive him home, okay. How do I get him to get the fuck out of my car? The drunk requests the player to pick him up and across the street, the pub. Travel towards your home via the gravel road. Shortly after crossing the railway line, the drunk guy's house, gray house, is on your right. After you drop him off, he pays you money and then collapses into the gutter in front of his house. Okay, so I need to drop him off, like, in the... Okay. Okay. I got the... Okay. Hey, C. How you doing? Alright, let's get turned around. I need to drop him off, like, on the road, and then he's gonna fall out of the vehicle into the street after paying me. Okay. Get the fuck out of my car. Get the fuck out of my car. Get the fuck out of my car. I'm not gonna murder him just because he won't get out of my car. He's just... Get out of my car. Get out of my car. Do you need the door shut? Yeah, there it is. Yes, you found your house. Good job. Thank you. $400. Great. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out of my car and figure out exactly where I've put him. Like, just past the drive. He's wet himself. Did you pee in my car? If you peed in my car... I should probably turn off my car. He kind of forgot what he needed to do there. I should probably not be doing this in the street. I probably should move him so he doesn't get run over. Should I? Just... Gonna put you here. And instead of trying to throw it over the car, I'm just going to phase it through the car. Because that seems to be just as effective. Did the drunk get killed? No, he's just asleep. You can hear him snoring. He's okay. I mean, the only problem with this is that I forgot I needed to have the bed still in the van here. So he's just going to be asleep here until I leave him. And I can't really get him to just sit next to his station. Am I dumping those bottles into his front yard? They're filled with booze. He won't drink them because they're not his, but if we come back later, then he'll drink them. I can sell them to him. Hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't just teleport them home. Or to the junkyard, because then I'd have to go and get them. But we'll see. This is me attempting to speedrun some shit. So I'm gonna hop in the car. Wow, Tilda's having a bad day at work. That's too bad. I will notice your art once I get done with the stream here. That's how I normally do. It gives people plenty of time to do art, and then... If I lean to the right, then it looks like I'm driving straight up and down. No worries, no Gardis. We don't actually need Rule 34 of me in the Drunk Man. It's actually something we don't need. If you look at all identifiable identification, you'll see that that is actually not a thing you need. In fact, don't draw Rule 34 of me or anyone in Vinesauce. If you do, you're kind of a creep. But you're gonna do it anyway. But, we're real people, so don't, you know, do that. Can't turn? That's good. No time limit as far as I'm aware of. In this game. This is the weirdest way to drive. So I'm not sitting in the left seat or the right seat. I'm sitting in, like, the middle seat. Except for I'm not. I'm actually sitting in the left seat. But I'm leaning really far to the side. I'm lying down in the bed of the car. There we go. Okay. Now we can sleep here. I was going to drive all the way home, but I don't have to. There's actually a bed right here in front of his car. You're just gonna go and go to sleep. Alright. Head on home.
Katselen täällä luontoa. Luonto on hyvin kaunis tänään. Minun mielestäni ainakin. Se on aina hyvin
why don't I go and... No, I don't want to save, because if I save, it's going to reset where everything is.
Saa aikaan ihmeitä ihmisen sydämessä. Täällä on kaikenmoisia lintuja ja eläimiä, kuten kärviäinen ja rantaleepikko.
I mean, we made a little bit of money from him. Not a lot, but We should make a bit more by,
Ja kruippa.
there we go.
Kruipan tunnistaa
If we just drive home, or drive to his place, hand him the alcohol we brought out of the thing, we should have plenty of booze.
jotakuinkin tällainen ääni, että vuoristoissa elävät sellaiset eläimet. Viiriveiviäinen ja
Yeah, I mean, drawing the streamers with huge bulges is just, I mean, that's just par for the course at this point. I kind of just assume that it will be a thing, and it will be awkward, and we'll have to talk about it. I'll have to talk about it. And you're gonna feel awkward, and I'm gonna feel awkward, but, you know.
vauti ja pähmä. Pienpetoeläimistä mainittakoon sellaiset
Yeah, don't post porn on the border.
Sheets,
Pro tip.
säippä ja raava. Ja lintuja näkyy ympärillä paljon. Muun muassa sellaiset elikot kuin ruismaatiainen.
Did someone post porn? No, I've seen and heard tale of people drawing porn for commissions or just for themselves, and it's like, don't be a creep, don't be like that.
Se on esimerkiksi
So I guess I'll just drive back to town since
eläin kuin
this guy lives so close that we could just drop off the wood, then come and get this guy.
ja mereneläimistä mainittakoon kaloista tällä Lapin luonnossa, kuten
I mean, you can already get a
räynne,
mom and dad emote, or you can already get the mommy emote from Jen. You just get the daddy one from me because you guys are all sinners and I'm an accomplice.
Sanottakoon vielä näistä suurpetoeläimistä, joita täällä liikkuu.
Okay, almost bad, almost bad. Not bad though. How's my cat?
Kontin
She threw up while eating into her bowl last night, so we had to give her like new food. I don't know what the deal is with her. After a while, she just doesn't like her food anymore and then just starts throwing it up. So you have to switch brands.
esimerkiksi sellainen eläin kuin lauste. Se tuo mukanansa,
No.
ö,
There we go.
jos sellaisen näkee, niin hänen se yhden lausteen seurana tulee monta laustetta perässä.
We checked it with the vet, and she just says that she's got like a weird allergy towards certain things, so we have to buy her expensive food.
Otettakoon sitten
Like it has to be rabbit, or else
luonnon
she'll get sick.
luonnonilmasta
She's just a fussy cat.
yksittäisiä lintuja. Nämä linnut, kuten pilvi ja
I'm
täti,
texting while driving, which is unfortunate.
niin nämä linnut ovat erittäin ahneita. Luonnossa olen kyllä elänyt hyvin pitkään elämässäni. Toisin kuten
You have the radio activated. I know. We're just listening to it in background
en ole
noise, because, you know, it's good. I'm gonna piss into my mouth now, because, again, it's good. Can I pee in such a way to keep an eye on the road, but also...
Miten kauan tarvii tehdä?
I can't pee for some reason while driving. I guess the game has been modded or changed so you can't.
Jukka! Miten kauan tarvii tehdä vielä? Tulee kylmä.
I mean, the car is very wobbly now. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. I thought I was gonna die there. I can't believe I actually got it to stop, and I barely did any damage to the vehicle either. Jesus Christ. Didn't want to die there. We've achieved so much. We got 1 of 5 trips done. You need to remember that. I need a translation to the radio. I think it's just him talking about bullshit. Why is his voice so creepy? The guy on the radio is talking about birds and other animals. Sounds right. Yeah, I need to eat some food before going to work. Holy fuck. I've had like a toaster strudel. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I think it's just an American thing. So imagine like quote-unquote pastry covering quote-unquote filling of some sort of fruit, right? And you put that in the toaster. Toasters toast. So it toasts it, and it makes the inside either hot magma or it's like a fruit hot pocket that you put in the toaster. Yeah, basically. Anyway, after you heat it up in the toaster from its frozen state, you just put the frosting on it. I'll be back in a minute. I was an hour of fucking work gone. This is an hour of fucking work that I didn't have to fucking do. Because now we're gonna have to chop all that wood again. And I can't leave. I couldn't just let that happen. If I let that happen, you know what'd be happening? There'd be no way to get to town. Right? Fuck, there would have been, because I got a fucking bike, and it's at home, and I could have used that to get the van, and then use the van to get the boat, so I could have actually gone with that, and it would have been fine. So fuck! I'm gonna take a quick break. 2 minutes. Sound good to y'all? Too bad. We're going on a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. I'm gonna eat some gushers. I should have done it while you guys were away. But, I just need some sugar in me. I need something that approximates food in my system. All I've had is previously mentioned toaster strudel and some coffee. So my system is, oh, we're in luck today. It's cherry. I like the cherry ones. It's good. So yeah. Talking about the emote submission thing again. Just submit it on the Boru. Tag me in it. Or hit me up on Twitter about it. And depending on what you guys decide, I'll give it a couple of days. Let you guys vote. And then we'll go. I'll eat more gushers. We have one free slot. Okay. You can also submit an idea if you can't draw. And then I'll just commission an artist to do it. I mean, I can't stream YandereDev on Twitch. I could stream it on YouTube, I guess. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, after all, they were telling me about how great their service is. You guys can see, right? I actually switched it so you can. I've noticed that my little toe on my my right foot has gone numb. Not actually the little toe, the one next to it, and the one next to that to the left of it. Not completely, just sort of like it's asleep, but it's been like that for a couple of days. My cat scratched me the other day. When she did, almost killed him. I'm pretty sure that's not a good thing. Yeah, same. Same, fam. But I don't have health insurance, so really just hope that it clears up. Hope that's not an issue. Where's the empty one? There's an empty one in here, apparently. So I'm hoping that just clears up, because was it cut bad? No, I put some, rubbing alcohol on it, and like just drowned it in rubbing alcohol, and then put some Neosporin and bandaged it. But yeah, feels the equivalent of your ring finger and middle finger. Yeah. I think it's because it's about exclusively the murder of children, and that's why it was banned on Twitch. And also, you kind of like creeping on underage girls. When you think about it, it's kind of a fucked up game. But I don't really play it to like, oh yeah, underage girls. Because I'm not like a weirdo and a creep. Not in that way. In other ways, but like not in that specific way. So yeah. I mean, sure, everyone's heard the iffy stuff about YandereDev, but I haven't actually seen anyone put forward any actual proof. Like, it's always just like, oh, I heard this thing, and his, Chitango account said this, even though you can buy Chitango accounts. So... wonder if I can actually write horror stories. I've been involved in horror stories. I used to do ghost hunting. Not sure if I talked about it in this series, but it's been so long that you probably forgot. I don't think I'm a terribly good writer. I don't know. I think a lot of the information that's floating around about YandereDev is either inaccurate or isn't necessarily good proof. Like, someone said that the models were from a porn game, but actually Yandere-chan is just a default Unity engine thing you can get. So that's clearly not the truth. Or at least maybe the hentai game also used it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it is. It's a Unity asset. So that's what I'm talking about. A lot of the proof that he's a bad guy is kind of shaky. And with a little bit of evidence, I don't know. So, I don't know if I don't think he's a saint. But I haven't seen conclusive evidence yet that he's, you know, great. He's been accused of stealing shit, but people know that that's the deal when they go in to work for him. He doesn't say he pays. That's a shitty deal. I don't like it, but he still offers that and people take it. I wouldn't work for him because I know he doesn't give credit until supposedly once the game is done. And that just seems like a way to get ripped off. I wouldn't do that, but people do, and then they get mad that they're not in the credits of the game. I don't know why you would do that. That's publicly available information at this point. The game will never get done. Exactly. I don't know. People like to hate on him, but he gets $5K a month for a shit game. That's an opinion about a fact. You know? I don't know. Anyway, horror stories that I've been involved in. Used to do ghost hunting. So one time around Halloween, there was a full moon on Halloween. There was, told this story so many times. I showed up to, this local haunt of ours, which is A, joke, and B, also, we literally thought the place was haunted. Anyway, there was apparently some satanic activity going on. Kinda were just trusting the crazy Wiccan chick to give us that information. Based on the little research that I've done, I think probably there were some teenagers who thought they were Satanists doing it. I understand, young sinner, and if you got any evidence that can't be disproven immediately, I'd be glad to hear it, but anyway, she was weird. She would just do her thing and I would go off to smoke. Because that's when I was still smoking. So we figured they're probably going to show up on, you know, Halloween. They're probably going to show up at midnight, so we decide we're going to camp out, right? So we hide in the bushes near the graveyard because it's a fairly unkempt part of the graveyard that we can kind of hide in and just kind of still get a fairly decent look. I think because all three of us are dumb. And that's why. I think it's just a coincidence. I've not smoked for long enough that I think my lungs have been able to repair the damage. I don't really do anything else to it, so yeah, I would recommend not smoking, to be honest. You don't want to get cancer or whatever. And it was the prize more so than anything. Anyway, we ended up what about e-cigars? It's just straight nicotine, so you get cancer even faster. Which is bad. Getting cancer is bad. You see teens smoke them all the time, yeah, but that's still bad. Don't smoke. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So we camp out, and I'm wearing this black coat that I like because it was cold. It's like a suit coat, so it's nice and thick, and it was good. I think it just phased through. Good. It's to be proven still. I don't imagine there's any way that you could smoke something and it not be bad for you. Just don't do that. Anyway, so I'm hanging out in the woods and we eventually see him. Now my friends had gone off to a different part of the area. Fucking hell, can I just finish this story? You know what? Fuck this story. What? Your package is here. Your fucking package is here. Anyway. So anyway, my friends had gone off to a different spot, and I see someone move up to the group that appeared. You know, there's some... I can see through the moonlight because it was a full moon that year on Halloween. That, you know, someone has run up to him, and they said, "Come over here." And I figured they had actually caught him. Well, apparently not. And it was just some random people. And I snuck up on them, but it turns out they hadn't seen me when I thought they had, so I greeted them. I was like, "Hey." And, one of them was wearing cat ears. The other one was an old man. Aside from the old man, they were all about, I would say, like, between preteen to teenager age, like, late preteens, early teenagers. So I was fairly certain these were not the Satanists, because, I mean, like, what Satanist wears cat ears? I mean, what the fuck? You know? And so, the old man gets in between them and me, and to be fair, I brought a knife. Like the nice, cool knife that I've got now. It was literally that brand. I brought that with me because I didn't know if they were going to be hostile or not. And so, a guy who's 6'3", kind of just standing there, suddenly when he wasn't, with a knife, is probably horrifying. Oh, I should probably drink some liquid. A weeaboo Satanist. Fair enough. But, point is, so the guy, well, I did have the knife out, because I thought they were going to attack me. I didn't go in on him, but I was just like, hey. What? What is your... Holy shit, you want wood? Fuck! Anyway, the old man kind of puts himself between him and the girls, and I realize that this is totally not the situation that, I think I have a lot of stories that I have a knife. I carry a knife with me a lot, because, as you'll notice in a lot of my stories, it seems like a good enough idea. Anyway, he puts himself between me and the girls because, I mean, I'm a crazy-looking dude who's got really dark circles under my eyes, and I'm 6'3", and I appeared out of nothingness and now I'm holding a knife. Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, fair fucking enough. Okay, we're here. Sure. She's gonna... Alright. I basically was a cryptid that day. So, anyway, we, You could have died there, Rev. I don't really think it was a situation where I could have died. Plus, I thought I was meeting my friends who had captured the Satanists, and not a situation where the Satanists were not actually... Yeah, I could have died, yeah. Anyway, Oh, with the bike? Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Anyway, So he asks, so we get into probably the most intelligent exchange that two humans have ever had. He starts off with, "Who are you?" Which is fair enough. I respond, "Who are you?" Which is also fair enough, but doesn't answer his question. He asks again, I figure I should probably answer. He does not answer. And I say, "Well, I'm the gravekeeper." Which is not true, but seems like a legitimate lie. And so I tell him he needs to leave. Which is... horrifying. I realize that I've scared them at this point. So I put my knife away. Which I don't know if they noticed the knife at first, but he definitely did at that point. They start to back away, and I walk forward to shake his hand, and he's like, "No, you stay over there!" Which is, again, fair enough. So I say, "Okay." And then I tried to do my best Batman and just leave without them noticing, and as far as I could tell, I pulled it off. And they bolted, because that was probably absolutely horrifying for them. But that's the time that I was the monster in the horror story. Because I appeared telling them that I was the gravekeeper, and then scared the shit out of them, and then told them to leave, and then they left. So that's the only, like, horror story that I've been involved in that, like... I mean, I guess there's a time that I went into the haunted house, like, that was, like, actually haunted, but that's a different story entirely. You should have said you were a crypt keeper. I mean, I was holding... It was not really the best time to be thinking up stuff, and I really... You know, yeah, in retrospect, it seems like that's something that you would ask, but I really wasn't prepared for that eventuality at all. Hence why I brought a knife. I also had, like, this toy that I brought, had when I was a kid. It allowed you to listen to things really far away. Didn't work for shit, but it kind of looks like a gun. So, you know, I'm gonna save once I get done cutting wood for sure. And I'm gonna drive this to his place. Probably after. This is also before I was a streamer on Vinesauce, so this story is a little bit hazy to me. Yeah, my foot's actually fairly numb, and it's kind of concerning me, and I'm not really sure how to fix it. I'm hoping that just stops as soon as it heals. Fully. Did I go to RTX this year? Yes. Yeah, I went to RTX because I knew a couple of people would be there. I tweeted about that I was hanging out near the stage. They were playing some game, so you probably did see me. Use the same knife to cut off your foot. I'm not gonna... I mean, The problem is that I can't feel it. I'm imagining that it's some issue with me pouring too much rubbing alcohol on it. You're good, I started the war. No way for you to know, man. I was wearing I think I was wearing my Rev Metal shirt, so, you know. Maybe my toe is drunk. It's still drunk after, like, a day or two? I don't know, I feel like I did something weird to it, but, I mean, I guess it's better than it being intense pain. My first day at work, it got really swollen. I think it was because it was just not cleaned properly, and my shoe just scraped it up a whole bunch, and it just hurt like fucking hell. So yeah. As long as you can still wiggle it, you're good. I mean, I can still feel it. It's just kind of like, it feels like it's asleep. Did I wrap it? No. I just put a large band-aid on it. I mean, I can wiggle it as much as I can my other foot, which is not a great deal. I've never been really able to have, like, full dexterity in my toes. Wiggling it actually does make it feel... Wiggle your toe and cough. Isn't that just gonna check and see whether my ball sack can go up and down? How's the job going? It is okay. If it continues to be as much work and as... it's just like constant waves of people. If it keeps being like that, and my boss gives me shit for not, like, interacting with customers on the floor, then I might have to quit. Where the fuck did I put the axe? Where? So, I know this is, like, not the most exciting thing to do on stream, but it's, like, as far as I can tell, the best thing I could do to make money. You know, just wait for calls from what's-his-name, and then do this as much as possible. Maybe we can get better RNG this time, and it'll pay me closer to 700 rather than the low end. But, if it, you know... If it means that I can actually, support what I actually like doing without really compromising too much, I'm fine. That's all that really matters to me. I just want to stream. I just want to do art, but... Yeah. And again... For a while there, I was having a problem that because I wasn't getting out, I wasn't having any stories because there wasn't anything happening. So, I mean, like, I kind of think this is going to be a good thing. I mean, yeah, it's minimum wage, but that's where all the shenanigans happen. Well, it's not literally minimum wage, it's just above minimum wage. But how's my art coming along? I haven't been able to do a lot of art because I've been working for the past 2 days. Like, full day shifts. But, it should be alright. I got a new skeleton. I don't think I told you guys about that. He's just chilling behind me. I think it's a he. I haven't actually checked. There's a way you can check. You know, it's something to do with the way there's a curve in the skull. I've kind of forgotten what it looks like, but it's how forensic analysts figure it out. So... I need to name him something. I kind of expected it to be a girl, but then it says, you know, it's called Mr. Thrifty on Dick Blick. That's the one I bought. It was kind of expensive, but, like, you know, considering how much I draw skulls, if I can, kind of, like, pose them around, that means that I can start drawing skeletons. So I see it as, like, a business expense to own a skeleton now. Told about this really cool book yesterday, at my work, and it's about, like, people who have, like, curiosity cabinets. They're, like, really fucked up stuff. Like this one guy has, like, a collection of, like, might be a chick, I didn't really check. I was just looking at the stuff they own, to be honest. It goes through a bunch of different people. Anyway. It's like these people who have, like, weird shit, like, fetuses in jars and stuff. But they have moderately cheap Coptic markers at Dick Blick. Geez, I wish they would sponsor me. I don't know. I think they're more for if you can't get stuff or you don't want to support Hobby Lobby. Luckily, in my town, we also have, a place called Jerry's Artorama, which is much better than Hobby Lobby. Just in every single way. So I don't have to go to Hobby Lobby. I know a lot of people have issues with Hobby Lobby, myself included, to be honest. You know, they pretend to be Christian, but then fuck over people. So it's not very good of you. Anyway, that's my hot take on some politics. But yeah. Rather than doing, I mean, the cotton thing I don't really care about. Like, it's just an aesthetic. I don't think that that's a thing. I mean, people say it's a thing, and so I guess it's a thing, but, like, I'm more concerned that they, like, I don't know, don't want to give people health care because it would cost them too much money and instead would rather fuck over women. And they're against gay people. So it's like, okay, you can do that, but also I can talk about how you're shit and also not shop there. And you can go fuck yourself. That's also an option. How much wood did this person ask for? A full flatbed of it? Get paid more that I bring him. Great. So anyway, Dick Blick is good if your only option is something like Hobby Lobby or whatever and you don't want to support them. I don't know if the prices are that much better than anything. Michael's is another decent, legitimate choice. I mean, paint supplies are so homogenous now that wherever you buy, like, I buy Liquitex. You can get that at every fucking store that sells art supplies. You know? Like, it's not like I have to go to, like, I don't know, just Hobby Lobby because it's the only place that I can get Liquitex paint. And it's like, no, they got that shit everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so that should, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that's enough wood. Because I don't feel like chopping more wood, and I think it's pretty much the most boring shit I could do. I'm gonna sell this, and if this isn't enough, wouldn't it be easier to order online? It depends on who you are and what your situation is. But, for me, like, there's not a place in town that sells skeletons. Not anatomically correct ones. They have the anatomically incorrect ones around Halloween. You know, they're like $100 or whatever, and they look like ass. But, you know, this guy, he's short, and his skull looks a little weird to me, but maybe that's correct, and the Halloween skulls that I've been looking at are incorrect. I don't know. But yeah, this book that Sold a Bot it's really cool. There's this one guy who has just, like, all these different, like, murder weapons that, like, they couldn't actually technically say if they were murder weapons or not. Like, one was a shank from a prison stabbing, and then this woman actually ended up accidentally buying, like, a prison ID card for that person who got shanked as well, so she keeps them together. Like, mummy hands and, like, petrified whatevers. It's really weird, and I love it. It's a great book. Forget what it's called. Medical supplies. The only In-N-Out I've ever been to is in Austin, and there's a fresh bullet hole in the window. Great. I'm glad I'm not working fast food. Am I inside the skeleton? I guess. I'm the brain, right? How the fuck do you find these people? What? Oh, that was a book that we bought. Tilda bought it because it's like great. Hey, Meaty. How you doing? I could probably make it without, you know, doing minimum wage work. But, if the adpocalypse happened again, I'd be fucked. And then I'd have to beg for cash. So, this is just better. Could a human survive without a skeleton? Not comfortably, I would guess. Again, guess, because I don't know. I have a skeleton. I mean, like, everyone's got a skeleton, right? It'd be weird if I didn't have a skeleton, right? So, you know, I've obviously got one. Which I use. For drinking? No, because lungs. That's a good point. You really couldn't, your lungs would be crushed all of the time. You kind of need, you kind of need to have something that kind of stops. Outside of Tumblr, I do have Twitter as well. If you check the beginning and end of most streams, you can, actually, I think it's just the beginning that has all the links to everything. There's also the website. So there's the Tumblr, which you already know about. There are two of them. There's one for art and one for not. The art one is RevScarecrow art. The just me shitposting and posting videos is RevScarecrow. And then there's Twitter, which is at RevScarecrow, but there's like an underscore between Rev and Scarecrow because I'm an idiot and forgot my login. And so I've been running with that for the last little bit. Yeah, I believe that's it. Oh, and my website, colinmullin.com. Colin is spelled C-O-L-I-N. M-U-L-L-I-N. That's two L's in Mullen and one in Colin. And I'm just going to hold my hands out like a zombie, lurk around the house like a creepy person. Wait a minute. Is that working? Wait a minute. Am I actually, like, pissing through the wall? Is that bringing my stress down, do you think? Can I do this backwards? Yes, I can. So. Anyway, there's that. So I can take a shower and de-stress at the same time. I just fill a bucket and then there we go. I feel like I should try and sleep again. Let the water running. There's no bills in this game, so it's fine. I don't care. Can I sleep through the wall? What else can I do by, like, leaning through things? I'm probably not tired enough to sleep, and that's why I'm not sleeping. Can I piss on the coals? Yep, and it makes yellow steam. just watch TV until it's daytime. So I'm not going to try and drive at night. That's a good stretch. Good. This makes me tired, and then I can go to sleep. You should practice your drifting skills in this. That seems like a good way to just flip your freaking car. Okay. I'm tired now. I'm gonna sleep, or save, and then sleep. Thought the TV screamed. That would be great. Did I ever get back to me talking about... I guess I did. I just sort of like say things and then don't really follow up on them. That's sort of what you expect from my streams. Sleep. Should have checked if I could sleep through the wall. Hey, Tim, why don't you chill the fuck out? Not be a dick. Suggestion. You don't have to. Be a dick. Or do what I say. Okay, so we're gonna take the kill you to the lumber truck. There's not a lot of point in this. I wonder if I can be in debt. We'll try it. Not really sure what happened there, but we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, fuck. Okay, you can stop. Happy first day of Halloween, everyone. You are correct. It is Halloween now. And that means horror games. Not too many of them, though, because they're... I mean, weirdly dark. That video... Like, this week's video is actually, like, the first video on my Hyatt channel in, like, months that is considered advertiser-friendly from the get-go. I have to assume it was a glitch, because I say fuck a lot in that. And I just sort of... I uploaded it really early because I assumed that it was going to be an issue, and, It wasn't? So I guess it's not an issue. Go listen to Halloween by King Diamonds. Today. You deserve it. It's not a terribly great song. It's actually one of his worst songs, but... it's about Halloween. He also has one about, you know, Christmas, but it's not as good. Actually, I think the Christmas one's better than Halloween. Might have been faster to walk that far. Normally, it's not. This is Halloween? No. Remember to check Twitter. I will check Twitter. If it's just MS Paint, then, you know, good job. Alright, so, brake. Turn off the brake. Turn on the engine. Alright, and remove the brake. Turn on the differential lock. Go forward. I know. Yeah, I think Nightmare Before Christmas is a both movie. It can be both for Christmas and Halloween. Because I think Halloween can be all year round. I think Halloween is great. It's an amazing thing. Why are we stalling out? What's going on? I can't turn? What's happening? Is it because I have the differential lock on still? Yeah, it seems like it is. Okay. I don't know what that does. I'll be honest, I still don't know how cars work. Oh no, I still can't turn. I can't turn. Why can I not turn? This is gonna be really annoying if I can't turn this whole way. I mean, the wheels are turning, they just don't turn very fast. Yeah, there we go. I think it's because I had the differential lock on. It apparently locks the wheels so they only go a certain way, so you can go up hills easier, I guess? I don't really know what it does. I think you can do Inktober even if you're not doing ink, and I think whoever, like, listen. The rules for Inktober say that you gotta use ink. The rules for Inktober say you have to follow the list. The rules for Inktober say you have to do one every day. But when have I ever actually given a shit about the rules? Like, do whatever you want, dude. Like, why does it have to be like that? Do what you fucking want. You can call it Inktober. Who gives a shit? Fuck the rules. Hey, Natalie. You can go digitally. Might be good to follow, like, some of the concepts. You know, don't do it all in one layer if you're gonna do it digitally. No Control Z. Yeah. I mean, you should probably get good and not depend on Control Z. I like the prompts, honestly. Like, I used Sharpies last year. I didn't even finish, because I'm a sack of shit and couldn't finish Inktober. But, I mean, whatever. I just didn't have time. Last October sucked. This October's looking better. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with the one a day thing, because I've got shit to do, and I gotta stream, and if I can't, like, I don't know how you'd have that much money, Jessica Kill, but if you've got that kind of money, you could also give it to me. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. But if you've got, that was a joke, by the way. You could turn the stabilizer up, Punstar. That's what I do. My hands jitter all the time, so if I'm going to be using a computer, I just turn on the stabilizer. There's a stale on Redbubble on still. Nope. It was just for like one day. I think it was for more days than that, but I just didn't realize it. If you buy anything on Redbubble, they send you messages for your life. Like every other company nowadays. So. Yeah. In that case, then Control Z is fine. Thank you for the 100 bits, Metal Mario. I also need to figure out what to make the emote bits, I guess. Yeah, if you really like that one-line stroke aesthetic, then yeah. Speaking of Redbubble, my dad and other artists are suing them. Tell me more. I mean, like, I used to donate blood on a fairly regular occasion, and, yeah, they still send me messages when they're low on blood. It's because I've got, like, the universal donor, and so they'll still message me. Thank you for the 50 bits, Jessica Kill. I don't know why I try and pronounce your name differently. It's like, it's literally just Jessica, but it's got a K in it instead of a C. I mean, if you're healthy enough to donate blood and you have the time to donate blood, you oughta. It's good. Not everyone can. I only know that that's my blood type because they call me so often. Yeah, also if you're afraid of needles, that's kind of a bad, so. 50 bits from Paradox24 says, any recommendations for people who are just started sketching, like books, references, and sites? There's a good site called Pose Maniacs, but it might be a little bit much. There's not a lot of good tutorials that I really like on, like, YouTube, but, like, specifically anyway. But, you can always go with them anyway. Like, you could find something on maybe YouTube that speaks to you. The real thing that you need to worry about when it comes to drawing is enjoying it. Like, trying to get good and enjoy the time you're working on it. Because that way, you'll keep doing it. Like, you need to practice things and you need not shirk out on stuff, but, you know, really try and pay attention to, like, dark lines appear, you know, closer. Thicker lines appear closer. Light lines, thin lines appear farther away. You know, that kind of stuff. It matters. Enjoying art helps. I don't know. Yeah. Just, like, take your time. That's the main thing. Like, it takes a while to draw. The guy who was complaining on Tumblr was complaining that it was taking forever, and he wanted to do art because it would be faster than writing. And I'm like, yeah, once you get good, it probably is. But it's going to take a while to get good. Yeah, I mean, most phobias aren't logical. Though I hate those wooden fucking figures. Yeah, I mean, Redbubble shouldn't be accepting things unless if they know it's theirs. I hate those mannequins. Because I've got like 3 of them. And I don't use them. Because they're not any good. They're not anatomically correct, so they're useless. Yeah, like, art is hard. Don't get me wrong. Art is very hard. But it's better to just, like, practice stuff you enjoy. So that way, at least, like, you don't hate it. Yeah, I've talked about that a few times. Those wooden mannequins are like, you do art? Let me get you this. And it's like, ugh. Oh no. Please don't. I can't pull over fast enough. shits! Okay, okay. Like, honestly, another thing you can do to really get good at art is just, like, I don't know, like, get pictures. Like, have, like, a Tumblr blog that is just you doing, like, just things you like that, like, inspire you artistically. And put that together. Why can I not turn? I can't turn. For the life of me, I cannot turn in this vehicle anymore. It used to turn on a dime, and now it doesn't. Like, it's turned all the way that way, but it's not turning at all. Like an inspiration blog, yeah. Like an inspiration and reference blog. Kind of combine it. I mean, Pinterest works too. I prefer Tumblr just because I don't like the way that Pinterest is set up. Find it really annoying. It's not like a, The front wheels are not on the ground. How do I get them on the ground? Because they seem to be on the ground. I can't turn it. I literally cannot get to that spot. Oh god, this is so frustrating. I can't actually turn a tight enough circle to do this. I guess I'm just gonna back up until I'm angled right, and then do it. And if I do this, like, if I fuck it up, then we're just fucked. This is the only way I can make money anymore in this game, because I flipped the freaking truck and I can't get it unflipped. That actually turned out pretty good. That could have been much worse. Could have been a lot more annoying than that. Oops.
Kiin on vähän vaavampaa. Ostu kaljaa ja makkaronia, eiköhän sillä pärjää. Ja voi tehdä, varmaan lisääkin tarvihen näitä, niin voit jaksa tehdä sitten sillä rahalla. Ja
fucking hell, that's nowhere close to enough money.
Morjens.
Okay. So we're gonna drive this over to the drunk. I mean, like, if you do anything as a job, you're gonna not enjoy it at some point or another. I don't believe in the, you know, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That's bullshit, because there's always, like, the business side, and unless if you really enjoy the business side of stuff... Why do I still play this game? Because people still enjoy it, I think, and I feel like I should beat it. I don't know. I guess I don't have to. Depends on what you guys want, really. Okay, I can get it. How do you beat this game? You beat this game by declaring that you've beaten it after doing something. Now I've decided that I'm going to have this game beaten once I beat At least the time trial race. I don't think I can do the other race in time. Like, I think it's just gonna take too long. Drive-by alcohol.
Niin, maistasas nyt se. Minkälaiset kiertopoikat tänne?
Give me like $70 for it.
Kyllä tässä niinku maistuu vähän.
I taste vinegar in here. Could be better. It's probably my piss.
Kyllä mä tästä voin sulle jotain maksaa.
I can pay something for this. It's not good. 130. Close enough. Whatever. Fuck it. Kona? Kona I could do. So this is a game about moonshining, amongst other things, in order to make enough money to upgrade your car. Later, fuckhead. Anyway, we're gonna drive the... That was almost bad. Ow! Okay. We gotta head back to the wood truck. Okay. Thanks, Natalie. I mean, I'm sure he can hear me doing this. Can the main character die in this game? Yep. It's a fairly constant part of this game, and I died about an hour into this stream. Yep. Now we drive this bitch home. And then, I guess we see if I can just, like, trick the guy into giving me money. I mean, like... Or... Ooh, that's not a good sound. What does that sound mean? There we go. Later, fuckhead. I need to probably stop sometime soon here. Maybe once this gets back home, we save, accomplishing much. Just trying to keep that thing from making a noise. So I made a little bit of money and kind of accomplished things. I guess. We sold some moonshine as well. It's just kind of a comfy game. I guess so. That's right. Cuphead's out. I don't know why I said it like that, but I just saw someone on my friends list playing it. Is it any good? I've heard good things. Unless if you are a video game reviewer and then you can't beat the first part of it. But like, is it any good? Oh great, now we can't turn. Why can't I turn? Why is that a thing in this game now? Like, I can't even make this turn. It's not a particularly tight turn. Skelecorgi, thank you for 3 months of support. No worries. Is it because the trailer no longer turns? That's weird. I think that's the issue. The trailer doesn't turn like it should. Now, I gotta assume that's like some sort of thing I did. Try reconnecting the trailer. We'll be fine. Hits my fucking trailer on the way. Asshole. Yeah, it's something to do with the way the trailer hooked up. See you, Grumpy Grump. Grumpy Grumpy. Close enough. Limes and Dyer were streaming it yesterday. How was it? Like the stream, not just the game. Y'all ought to do art. Yeah. And I promise I will get another arcade video out as soon as possible. I want to make sure that the videos are edited in time to make sure that I keep up with my regular schedule and I'm still streaming. It won't be on stream. But, because people liked it, I'll do more. But it's gonna take a bit because I do have to, like, actually have enough time to sit down and film it. Rev, just earlier, Vinesauce Artbot tweeted out art from an old arcade stream. That's funny. Rev, please give me motivation to study for my chemistry test. Chemistry is hard. You're gonna be in that fucking, like, test, and you're gonna be like, dude, I don't know what compound fractions are. Is that even a thing? Yeah, the City Skylines and Dark Souls ones are pretty bad. Like, bad enough that I kind of want to remove them from YouTube so no one finds out about them. Because they're awful. Give me motivation to write my essay due Tuesday. You gotta worry about, getting that thing done. You don't want to be worried about it, like, trying to get it done the last day. Try to remember if compound fractions are a real thing and if you can actually write an article about it or not. Like, just go do it. Do it. Which is harder, physics or chemistry? I didn't have to take either because homeschool. So I actually don't know. I don't know a goddamn thing about chemistry or physics. So we're taking the longest turn ever because I can't make that turn. Because the trailer is, like, locked to me. It won't make a right-hand turn. I'm not sure what that's about. So we're just gonna take, like, a weird-ass path to get there. Have I ever played Monster Hunter? There's a video of me playing Monster Hunter 1 offline on my highlights channel. It's one of the first ones I did, and it's awful. But yes, and I didn't like it. Have I seen the It movie? No, I haven't had time. I guess I oughta. I mean, I saw the It original movie. I never read the books. Because if you read the books, you've got to talk about the weird, like, child gangbang that happens in it. And that's the only thing I know about the book, and I'm really just not a fan of that concept in general, so, I haven't read the book or watched the new movie. Apparently that's a thing in it. I don't know. It's not a thing in any of the movies. Oh yeah, the space turtle as well. Being like a key component of the movie because, or the book, because, yeah. Yeah, I really don't need to read a book about that, because that seems weird. But anyway, for some reason people want to fuck the clown and, it. And it's like, dude, the thing's awful. Is this a new PUBG vehicle? Yes, sure. Let's see, can you inspire me to play Darkwood? And recommendations? I'm in Night 4. I just don't know, honestly. Just explore. Spend one day just exploring, and then try and find supplies. I think I found that, having, I think it's 7 planks and 3 nails, or maybe it's the other way around, so you can board up the room to the bedroom, is good, and you should always have the lamps, both of them, in the same room. Barricade as much as you can that doesn't inconvenience you during the day. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, I liked Tim Curry as Pennywise. There's a band called Pennywise. Bass player friend guy used to be really into, the starting house is random, but there's still like, I mean, you should still barricade the room with the least number of windows and doors, I guess. I feel like Tim Curry's, Pennywise was better. The Shape of Water I should probably watch as well. I've heard it's a sweet romance story about monsters. Why is it like this? Why is it always got to be like this? I tried to do like a swerve in between the trees because, you know, as previously mentioned, I have no ability to actually steer this thing. And apparently I can steer it to the left, just not the right. And we're out of gas. So that's good. Thank you, Tiphass, for 21 months of support. It means a lot. More so that I'm back doing retail work and realizing that each person who subs to me is essentially a person who says, yeah, don't work 1 hour at a shit job. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. So thank you, friend. The support actually means so much more the last couple of days. Not that it didn't mean anything before, but it means even more now. And I guess I just put that into the wall, so we're just going to leave that there. I'm going to drink some beer, because apparently I'm really thirsty. Thank you for the 100 bits, Natalie. Anything to help keep as many people out of the retail as humanly possible. Yeah. I think you gotta do it all as one word. Mad Bagel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100 bits. Thank you, friend. That also means a lot. You guys are cool as fuck. I ought to make a bit emote. I don't even know what to do for that. Should I just... I mean, all of them are pretty much the same. Like, they dance or they, like, flash violently. Those are apparently the ways you make bit emotes on this website. Diesel. Do you want to put some in? Gasoline. But it's diesel. I want to put it in. Momo's spinning face. That could be fine. Alright, we're just going to carry this like a 1990s jukebox. Not a jukebox. Beatbox. Close enough. Just carry a jukebox like this. It's fine. Okay, so I guess that's where we'll end it today. I'm going to drink another beer, and then, that should keep me from dying immediately. And then we're just going to head on back to the toilet, or go to the bathroom, and then we'll save all the information that we've gotten. Next time, I guess we're just going to try and get the stuff anyway. And if we can't, then we're going to have to buy gas, and if we have to buy gas, that means it's going to be putting back time on getting the art. I don't know. Anyway, or I mean the thing set up. This thing. The car. Looking and being actually good enough to complete the rally race. I think I'm just going to decide that it's over once I finish the drag race, because the rally race I don't think we can do. I mean, it's going to take a lot of, like, shenanigans to make sure that I don't get killed. Alright, so let's see. Let's check the art real quick. Please stick around for this, because people work hard on art, and some of these are suggestions for the bits. And if you want to vote on it, you oughta start looking into it. We do have one from Mafa, and I'm going to show you that along with a couple of other arts. So Windows, screen region, pop, and there you go. Let me fit to screen. Alright, so let's check this first one out. It's by C, and it's from My Summer Car. It says, I don't smoke, but that aesthetic, though. Yeah, I think I said this last stream. I don't remember saying it this stream. But standing in the rain on a motorcycle, just waiting for it to rev up enough while smoking a cigarette. Aesthetic as fuck. Then we've got this one from Mafa. It's a idea for an emote. It's from Darkwood, and it's of the antler dude who murders you. Can you guys see that? Okay, yeah, okay. It's good. C does a very good job with their art. C is a dude. Anyway, here's one from C Made. It says, this forest is a dangerous place. You'll need all the help you can get. Here's a plastic chick. This is from the random dude who gives you shit. Like the trader. I don't think that's where you get the plastic chick, but it doesn't really matter. It's kind of weird that the plastic chick is there. But yeah. So there's some arts. Let me refresh. It's a good arts. Let me check Twitter real quick. Make sure. I'm gonna block it out for just a second, just in case if there's something like Mike wearing clown makeup. I don't know why he's like that. This one from Solarite, and you guys can't see it. This one from Solarite, and it's of a skeleton, and it says, remember kids, it's Halloween. Soon. I'm watching. I mean, technically it's Halloween now. It's October, and it's always Halloween. But I like the art. So let's see. Let's see if there's any other art. There's the arcade art from a long time ago. And I don't think that there's any other art that we need to look at. I think it's just people responding to me talking about working at a retail store. Yeah. I think that's it. I thought I saw another emote. There we go. This emote idea that Thomas had that C followed through on, which is here. Just the no cursing, no, with my face. I'm not sure how well that'll look at a tiny size, but it's in the running as well. I should probably, like, save that somehow, but yeah. Anyway. That is all for me today. Today's game on Chronog is a game called Convoy. It's about it's like Mad Max, the new one. It's a FTL kind of game, but you're trying to get a instead of getting a ship through whatever, you're also trying to get it the gas somewhere, like in Mad Max, the new one. Looks all right. Never played it. I added the no, but the text looked too cluttered, and I'd imagine at a small size it didn't read well, so I'm gonna go for now because I gotta. But Convoy looks good. Check it out. I haven't played it. They're paying me if I get you to buy it. If you aren't aware of that, it says it supports me. Is that clear? I'm asking, like, literally, is that clear enough? Because I can add more things on there to make sure that it says that. The Chronog thing. I don't know. We will see. Anyway, it seems clear to you? Okay. Because it's literally illegal if it's not clear. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye!